Today I'm celebrating Leonardo da Vinci, who is one of those people who is traditionally viewed as a genius. So, I kind of reluctantly include him because I tend not to try and celebrate people who people go, oh, that's a genius, because it's such an easy way of us projecting genius outside of us and not recognizing our own individual genius. Nevertheless, how can I not mention Leonardo da Vinci, the painter who was responsible for the Mona Lisa, probably the most viewed painting in the world, with that enigmatic smile that nobody quite understands. It's, the Louvre, the museum in which it's situated in Paris. The room there is absolutely packed full of people just constantly walking by that thing going, oh, yeah, okay, and then moving on. I've seen it. Now I've seen the Mona Lisa. Do they really see it? Do they understand it? I don't know if anybody does. I'm sure there's art historians that might be backflipping to hear me say that. I know that one of the things that's very special about it is the use of the golden mean in the construction of the picture, and that's one of the things that Leonardo da Vinci is little understood for, because he was someone who was something that we don't really think of much today. We've become so specialized that we don't tend to have much respect for polymaths, people who have incredible passion for a whole number of disciplines. They say jack of all trades, master of none, and often we forget the rest of that phrase. I can't remember it verbatim, but it basically says better to be a jack of all trades, because you learn so much from all those different disciplines. You get transferable skills that increase your ability to pick up new skills, new talents. And Leonardo da Vinci had this amazing understanding of maths and sacred geometry. He understood the relationships of phi, the golden ratio, and how to get proportion. He understood the human figure. There's that picture of the Vitruvian man that shows all of the mathematical relationships between the span, the height, all the different limbs. He was someone who understood the proportional relationships of all the different ligaments and different sections, not ligaments, but the different sections of the human body. And that meant that it really accentuated his capacity to do incredible art. He was a brilliant draftsman, he was an inventor, he was a linguist, and it just goes on and on and on. Now, the story of Leonardo da Vinci, I suppose I would still like to know more about it, because it kind of beggars belief to think that he was someone who was alone in his studies. He must have had people to bounce off, people to study from, and I'm sure there's a fascinating story that maybe one day I'll get to look at in more depth. But for today, I just want to celebrate the spirit of learning that I see in someone like Leonardo da Vinci. He had no limits on the knowledge that he could accrue, the skills that he could learn, and he applied himself in so many different domains to such an incredible level, excelling in painting, excelling in his understanding of science, and he invented so many different things. If I remember correctly, there's stuff to do with fluid hydraulics and blueprints for helicopters and early flight vehicles. It'd be fascinating to know if anyone's managed to ever get those working. But yes, today I just wish to celebrate that endless thirst for knowledge which I see manifest in someone like Leonardo da Vinci.